Hi there. Before I let you watch this video, I want you to know that I put a lot of fun into it. That reminds me of the old days when I'd spend a few hours a day, if not the entire day or two, working on creating the best cassette tapes of commercials and music, favorite samples. I I don't know if I dare put any video samples or movies in because copy strike bullshit, but I do think that it's fun to entertain and it's always been something I've enjoyed doing. And I love my friends and I'd love to make more friends with people who enjoy me for me because honestly, I've made a lot of friends in my life that remember me and enjoy spending time with me and told me that I was different. So, if you're lonely like I am during this wonderful shutdown and you feel like you need some friends, then I invite you to sit down with me as if you're sitting across from me in my room and we're hanging out. And it's going to be kind of one-sided unless of course you do a review of me and then you respond to me. I don't know, but I I feel like we need to change the way that we're interacting in social media and socially online. So, hi, I'm Alexis. It's nice to meet you, and I'm going to share an epiphany I had today and then some entertainment. And I hope to get better quality as I get better. Maybe I'll get more support. Um, have a wonderful time and like and subscribe. Good morning. It's Alexis here. But came to a realization this morning. I was really angry. I woke up angry as can be. Parent dealing with parent issues. I was angry. I woke up and I was like, okay, I need to be having some certain things in my life to be feeling less stressed out. I know that I'm stressed out about certain things. I'm pissed. I went into the kitchen and the dishes hadn't been done. The compost was open and gnats were all over it. I was so mad. The counters weren't wiped down. Some of dinner was still left out. I was pissed. I went upstairs and I told the one kid, hey, you didn't do the dishes. Oh, sorry, Mom. Sounds like she's gonna stay up. I don't know. The other one, she's wide awake. It's 5 in the morning, 4:50 in the morning. She's texting friends or writing a story. I'm not sure, which disturbs me. And then go and tell another one, hey, the compost and the recycling is still overflowing from last night. Excuse. You woke me up too early. I was gonna wake up to my alarm clock. I am lit. I start to go and get the dog's leash on. I want to punch holes in walls. Get the dog's leash on, and that one comes down and starts reprimanding me for the way that I made her get up, and I didn't make her get up and do it. She actually was getting up and doing it herself. So yeah, manipulation, and me just feeling like I'm probably overreacting. I shouldn't be so angry. All these reasons that I shouldn't. So I get the dog's collar on and we just go and walk about half a mile away. I see the sun rising and there's clouds all over, just like a foggishness all above cirrus clouds. And so I'm pissed because I want to see this comet. Yeah, I'm a nerd. I want to see this comet and I'm really mad. And there's trash on the side of the road. The dog needs to take a shit. I didn't bring a bag. Luckily, we're way down out of town. But still, I'm leaving dog shit. Nice. So I start to pick up trash. I'm complaining to myself the whole way. And then we get out, we see the sun rising. And as I was walking, I thought, that looks like it's got to be the comet. That's the comet. That's it. Well, as I get closer to the sun rising, the clouds really could just right over it. But I felt like I did get to see it. There was that. And then this crushing, nah, you probably didn't even see it. It was probably a cloud, you dumbass. A lot of negative self-talk that I wasn't aware that I was doing. Now I'm hearing it. And anyway, I came home still pretty mad. And I put on Eckhart Tolle. Such a kind person. I would love to meet Eckhart Tolle. Oh my gosh. It's just, I remember when I would become friends with very intelligent people that other kids would call nerds. I love to sit and talk with them, and they laugh. Just like this, it's I don't know. There's very few people that have these jolly, all body bounce laughs. I wish I were one of them. Maybe I am. I don't know. I probably should just study myself some other time. My ego also has been beating the shit out of me because, I'm listening to Eckhart Tolle and he's kind of blowing my mind about how the ego wants to be recognized. And I don't want to feel guilty for wanting to be recognized anymore. My whole childhood was spent trying to be validated. So, fuck it, I want to be validated. I'm validating myself right here. I'm selfish as all can be. But for a spell, I need that. And damn it, I'm going to take it. And you can take it too. So I wrote down everything I was pissed about. I wrote, I'm unhappy. I wrote, I'm angry. I wrote why I'm angry. And then I wrote who I was angry with and for what. And then I just let it go. And I sat and I listened to Eckhart Tolle. And I listened to him talking and talking and talking. And I went from one video to another. I just love it. There's like this person in the background in some of the videos that is like a heckler would be. If you were a comedian and someone was laughing like this, you would feel like they might be laughing at you. Okay? But Eckhart just keeps on going and he recognizes it as someone's happy laugh. And mine is just a projection of some evil heckler in the audience, because that would be my worst nightmare. Anyways, it just, boom. I was thinking about how I was talking to my friend, and she was telling me what's going on in her life, and how easy it was for me to see how certain things were lessons that she, in my opinion, doesn't really matter, may have already had the opportunity to learn from. And I'm wondering why she's repeating it, but I guess it's because she needs it to be taught to her. So I was thinking about then how I talk to my therapist and I tell her everything. And at times I can feel like I'm just giving her way too much information. She doesn't need this. She can I don't know. I feel like I'm reading. It's embarrassing to me because my mom has always made fun of woo, and therefore made me feel insecure about any kind of woo. I feel at times that I could just get on with it and get on with the next part. We are wasting time focusing on this. I've already given enough information to her. And And I can't verify that, of course. I don't know. But I do know that, like, I'll just be blathering on and on when I'm not very present. But I'm very present with my pain body, as Eckhart Tolle named it. And suddenly, you name it, you tame it. I've got that written there. I probably can't read it, though. You name it, you tame it. I just recognized the pain body through him because I was so angry. Eckhart Tolle's talking about you're angry, you should go to whoever made you angry and say, my pain body is responding to what you said. And I'm just going to be using that for the rest of my life. That's incredible. So I kept on thinking about, like, speaking with Nicole, my therapist. I give her a ton of information, and she is probably, from another point of view, from an intelligent point of view, able to see the things that I need. And so I was like, whoa, why don't I just take what I just blathered about how angry I am, and pretend like it's not I that wrote it. I'm going to say, she is unhappy. She's angry. She's living in a dump. Her kids are pigs. Slobs, sorry, it says that. Blah, 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 right? So then I was like, well, what does she need? I don't know. Like, if I were a therapist, maybe this is what I would do. Well, then she needs to get happy, right? She needs to find a way to feel her anger. And Eckhart Tolle was just at that moment saying, um, you can't sit in anger for very long, but you can fight it. You can fight getting into it, and that will just keep that pressure built up until you've, as my walk proved to me. So I wrote, like, this person will need to do her jobs fully because she wants her kids to. She's going to have to offer help a lot. She's going to have to not play the devil's advocate. She's not going to be teasing. She's going to be cheering. She's not going to take her anger out on anyone. She's going to clean the kitchen. Ouch. Oh, and maybe the living room too. I think I skipped that one. I didn't want to do it all. But I suggest maybe if you want to get the hell out of the trenches, and if you're battling something that you can't get through, maybe just write down your feelings about it. Write down how you're feeling. And then do the opposite. Because that's what you need. So, like, for this one, this daughter is gone 80% of the time in their bedroom. And they argue whenever they're with this person. And I guess I should switch that around then. She should try to be with the family more, and then not be argumentative. So be encouraging or cheerful. She won't leave her, okay, one of the daughters leaves their dishes out and won't eat meals that are prepared for them and won't do their jobs fully. That means that I will not leave my dishes out, or my client will not leave their dishes out. They should try to eat what they're given, at least taste it, and not waste it, and then fully do their jobs. And this one here says, I'm a spiritual being in a material reality. My oldest daughter has that on her door, and when I read it, I went, ah. Just because I can't go to Japan, possibly in this lifetime, doesn't mean that I won't do it in my next. Unless I figure this all out here, then I might, like, hyperplane out. I don't know. So I've gotten comfort in this. This has helped me, and I hope it helps you. Stay safe and social. reflection, it came to my realization that possibly doing this could piss someone off and make them feel like, well, why should I? Or I'm already doing that. And if I'm already doing it, then I know I'm doing the right thing. That was something I just started to think about. I was taking a walk through the backyard and thought about that. Also, I would like to make like little funny things in between. So be prepared. Sooner or later, I'm going to get the nerve up to have like commercial breaks and stuff, which I might just have right now. Still filming. This is really cringy. I thought I paused it. Okay. After these messages, I'll be right back. Alright, I've always had a sick love for Mr. Rogers. And I've been a PBS kid up until I hit 28, 30. Then I was kind of done with it. For religious reasons. Don't get me started. I used to think a whole bunch of junk. But I wrote this because I was crazy. And I found it just the other day, and I thought I'd share it. And after this, I will share a song. Or maybe right now I'll be sharing a song too. But I'll share a song after this too. Alright, here we go. I don't want you to see my book. Alright. It's such a bad feeling to know you might die. It's such a scary bad feeling. They're growing inside, and when you wake up, you're ready to stay. You think it just might be your last day. It's such a bad feeling, a very scary bad feeling, a feeling you know that they'll be back when they come to, and they'll have more ideas about you, and you'll have things you'll need to talk about. You might pull through. It's a terrible day in the neighborhood, a terrible day for a horror. Did you see that? Did you hear that? It's a dangerous day for a beauty wood, a dangerous day for a beauty wood. Would you be mine? Would that be mine? I have always wanted to have a savior just like you. I've always wanted to flee from this scary hood with you, so let's make the most of this terrifying way. Since we're together, we might as well stay. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be my homie? Won't you please? Please, won't you please? Please, won't you be my homie? Hi, know me. Hi, homie. Well, I'm back. There, I'm back. And I want to thank you for sitting through this. And if you enjoyed it, I hope to do more. I'm not going to let anybody knock me down, really. I'm just going to keep on rolling. I've been knocked down enough, and anyone who has anything to say about me needing validation or being a baby can fuck off, because you're one too, you know? We all want it. We all want to be recognized, and we all need to know that some of our favorite things are just awesome, and so are we. I want to share a story, maybe here, if I can find one. When I was a kid in Canada, we would go to some friends' houses they lived, well, their house, they lived on a wild animal forest, or reserve, sorry. And I think the man's something in Gisette. I don't remember their names. Anyways, we went to their house and had a picnic, and everybody was having a good old time and pigging out. And I think this guy's name was Lizard. He shouts, "Look out! Here comes Hector!" Because there was this rumbling in the woods. There was like this enclosure way back there that had a panther on one side, and it was a black panther on one side and like a cougar on the other, I think. And there was an emu that ran around all over. I don't know how it escaped Hector. But yeah, anytime we were out there, it seemed like we had to be ready for Hector. Hector would come tearing out of nowhere and just dash. Like, we saw him lift the picnic table up with his antler or his horns and just buck it up and threw it straight up in the air and kept running, and just he was gone. Kind of makes me think of some Americans, including who I used to be. I see it in myself, okay? So yeah, like, let's not be like Hector. Let's be really responsible with what we do. Hector would just, like, trash our place. And it makes me kind of think about how, like, my oldest daughter said to me, being big comes with a price. You see cartoons when you're growing up where there's like someone lives under a mushroom and a human walks by and smashes it, or a mouse lives in a shoe and someone kicks it in the field. And like, we are those people, and we are displacing other beings, be it animal or actually human. We're actually doing that too. So I would suggest everyone interested in being more mindful. Like, I get it, a mosquito can carry disease, fleas can carry disease. These are not healthy for us. There are parasites in our bodies that our bodies do fight off. When there is a virus in my computer will fight that virus off. My immune system, when it recognizes that it's dealing with a bacteria or a virus, it fights. I think that we need to be aware of what we're doing. There will be viruses that we have to fight, and we are responsible for what we do, what we use, what we take from the earth. So I would strongly advise thinking about what you're doing. You walk through the grass and you're mashing things, so don't be stomping. Little children, they have a tendency to just go into a room and just knock everything over and leave. And it seems to be like we're being led by a president that is very much doing that same thing, with our lives. So yeah, don't be like Hector. Make sure that what you're eating has been responsibly murdered, if it must be murdered. Plants give up their seeds. That's the fruit. We chew it up, we swallow it. If we cook it, it might not make it. But there's that possibility that it does. There's a possibility that we eat it raw, and when it's raw, we might just shit the seeds out unscathed. They found out that fish eggs are eaten by birds because the bird eats the whole fish. Bird flap, 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 takes a shit in a lake somewhere else. Eggs hatch. Listen, it all works. It all works out together. So, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching all the way to here. If you want to see some more, hit like and subscribe, please. I could use some subscriptions. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Alexis Starbro. All one word, Starbro, like your brother, Starbro. Also, if you want to follow me on Facebook, it's Your Dolly Mama. YOURDALAIMOMMA. I share some encouragement for parents, and I share drawings that I do that sometimes can be triggering because I did have a pretty traumatic childhood, so I think a lot of us have. It's not irregular for us to have had childhoods that were full of drama and terror, nightmares. That's actually true. So I'm making fun of myself. My candle might be running over. I must head out. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Thanks for enduring through these awkward stages where I can't find the button.